I think it's a sad thing.
Yeah,
because
it is a sad thing.
Yeah.
I think that's culture at large too. It's kind of shifting. But so you experience those, and so when did you start seeing like things start picking up steam in the business? Like a year, 2 years, 3 years?
Let me think. Well, when we started to do an after-school program, everything kind of changed.
Yeah.
So we were really kind of scraping by until then, and we decided we got a vehicle, and I drove that one vehicle, and we could pick up 7 kids.
Sure.
Right. So we started picking up 7 kids from school, and they came in, and we would teach them martial arts class on the mat, and then they would sit in the office with me and work on their homework. And when we started doing that, that's when we started to see a change. And I think we started that probably, I'm going to say 3 to 4 years after we'd opened.
Mm-hmm.
So it had been just a little bit. And we made enough money to buy a van. We bought a van from a church.
Cool.
So then we bought a second vehicle, and I hired our first employee. So we didn't have any employees up until then. We had some moms.
Just you and Harley.
Yeah, just me and Harley. And I had a mom that would help me in the office sometimes. And I traded her for her kid to come to class and stuff. And we had a couple adult students that would come in to help with the kids' classes every once in a while to help Harley out. But we actually hired an employee that helped me in the office and drove the other vehicle. And then we just kept doing that same thing, like replicating that same thing of like saving up our money to buy a vehicle. And then we needed a little bit more space. So then, we took over a little bit more space in the plaza, and then we took up a little more space in the plaza, and we just kind of kept doing that.
Have you ever gotten approached to like franchise your model? Or is it something that you've you and Harley have talked about or thinking about doing?
Well, I mean, we have. And I mean, we've had people that like offered, say, hey, we're moving, but we love this program. Like, we'll move you guys here, and you can start a school here. And so we've had offers like that, and people have asked us about franchising. But I really think that what we do is so successful because it's us.
Right.
It's a very personality-driven business and our dedication. And
you don't think that you could find somebody to have that same passion?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to spread myself so thin that I can't keep doing a great job. It's the same reason we limit the number of kids that are in class.
Yeah.
Like, we literally have like a 6 to 12 month waiting list to even come in and try a class, because we limit the number of kids that can come in. Now, I could get them all in there. Right. I can just be taking everybody's money. Right. Like, give me your money, get your kids in here, whatever. But I don't want to do that.
Right.
I want a good
because
program.
the program suffers.
Right. So we have these standards, and we want to make sure that we keep them. It's not all about money for us.
Sure.
We want to be able to make a living. We want to be able to do what we need to do, but we don't have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, what's
Quality.
the point of doing it if we're not going to make
Absolutely.
sure that these guys are going to get what they need? So there's a cap. There's 40 to 50 kids in a class, and not more than that, because I don't feel
Then
like
you
we can
lose.
teach more than that, right? Same thing, we keep our rates down really low, because I don't want for our program to be something that you can only come and do if
you make so much money.
you make so much money, right? So we're very affordable. It's $80 a month. I mean, that's an insignificant amount of money these days. You know what I mean? So, but I
just went to the grocery store, and it had been a while since I'd gone, and I was like, holy cow.
Right. So, but it's important to me that like a single mom can still bring her kid to our class, and then we can help middle class families, and not just people that make a lot of money. So, I think you have to weigh making a lot of money with making sure you're having a standard and quality and stuff like that. And so we just decided not to do that, because I could open another location. I could go open a location in Iowa Park or Brick Burnett. Those guys want martial arts and things. But when I do that, I really am dividing myself.
Yeah.
And will I have the same quality program?
Yeah.
Because I'm not tooting my own horn, but like, we had a great kids program. Like, it is a great kids program.
And that's awesome.
And we really help them,
Yeah.
and it feels good that I know I can bring a kid in and I can help them, become a better person.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sacrifice that.
No, that makes sense. What are some challenges that you experience even now with business?